How's it going, YouTube? Dylan here. In this video, we're going to talk about the one resume mistake that cost me 2 years of consistent job applications and job application failure. So if you don't know about my story, basically when I graduated college, I graduated during the midst of COVID, right? So during that time, a lot of companies were implementing things like hiring freezes or canceling offers of new grads. And, I was stuck in a place where I wasn't really getting any results, and I had to work 2 years as a lifeguard just to pay the bills, just to kind of pass the time. And when I got my first job, it wasn't actually even a software engineering job, it was a manufacturing engineering job. My first software engineering position was actually through freelancing of an old business contact of mine. So what I wanted to do in this video was I wanted to share some of the mistakes that I personally made during this journey that really cost me 2 years, that really shouldn't have done that long. Now, given that we live in a very similar time frame as I did when I graduated, with a lot of tech companies laying off a lot of people. In fact, LinkedIn just laid off 700 people. So this is very relevant for the present day. So what is this one resume mistake that I personally made? So my resume mistake that I made was the fact that I didn't customize my resume for the positions that I was applying to, right? What I did was I had a generic one-page resume that had all my projects on it that I'd send out to every single employer, whether that would be a government job, whether that be a startup job, whether that be a big tech company job. It didn't really matter. I sent out the same version of my resume to every single employer. Now, it was no surprise that I did not get many results from it. And if I really think back and I really reflect on the companies that did respond to my resume, it was the companies that just so happened to be the perfect fit for the amount of background that I had. And what do I mean by this? Well, the background that I had that I put on my resume was that I was a digital marketing owner in my past day. I spent about 5 to 7 years in that particular field. So no surprise, one of the companies that reached out to me were an analytics company focusing on digital marketing for small businesses, right? That was one of them that really stands out to me. Another one was Roblox. I don't remember the exact role that they reached out to me, but I didn't even get through the online assessment, but that's another story for another day. But really thinking about on that was one of the reasons why I couldn't get results. Now, another reason why I couldn't get results was the fact that I wasn't really standing out from the rest of the competition, right? So one of the things that I tried about a year in was sending cold emails to these startup CEOs. So I would go on AngelList, which is now called WellFound, and I would send a short email to CEOs, giving them a compliment on the business that they were running, and then just asking for a short 5 to 10 minute Zoom call where I just asked them a couple questions about their company, what their vision was, what they were trying to achieve. And then at the end of the call, then I would ask for some advice and ask them kind of for an informal interview, right? A coffee chat, in other words. And a lot of them would actually turn into the take-home project. But of course, during that time, I wasn't technically sound at whatever I was doing, so naturally, I wouldn't be able to get through the take-home, right? So that was another thing that I did wrong, was I wasn't really focused on the technical skills that I needed to develop in order to get myself to the point where now it's hireable. Now, I was good at taking action, that wasn't really a problem of mine, but the problem was I lacked the technical skills that were required in order to get to the point where I could complete and pass these take-home projects, right? So those are the three big things that really cost me 2 years and thousands of resume applications getting nowhere. So if you guys enjoyed the video, Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.